Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today with another collage video, and today's theme is going to be vintage retro. But before we do that, I want to show you what I've done so far. Do you guys want me to start off each video showing you guys what's happened so far in the book? Let me know. Or do you just want to see the last one? Or do you not want to see any of them at all? Just let me know what you think. So I'm just gonna go over. This was the first one I did. And then this one. This one I really focused on the color red or maroon. Not my favorite color, but I love how this turned out. And that's the good thing about working out of your comfort zone, I think. And then this one. And this one. I feel like this needs something more. Maybe I'll add something else at some point. And this one was part of my movie quotes series, Butterflies Are Free, from 1972 with Goldie Hawn. It's a great movie. And this was my last one. Now some of it is still drying because my last one was done just a couple hours ago. Of course, you guys will see it like days later. But we are going to move on to the next page. Let me make sure everything's dry. I'm going to leave a piece of plastic in here just in case something's not dry yet. Alright, so let's move on to this page. And I'm going to get my book clip out. Scissors, my tweezers, all right, so let's start with the last time I was working on this, I was drawn to this piece right here. So let's just get that out and keep it in mind. But I really like it, so let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay. So now I do want more of a background going on with it. And I'm thinking like a floral, something floral. Or maybe not. No, I don't want to go too vintage. So let's see if we have a background that's not too like old vintage, like antique, but something more mid-century. something like ledger paper would be great. That's music. Like ledger, kind of like bookkeeping or something. Okay, while I'm here, let me kind of organize a little bit. I don't see anything that I'm liking, so let me think a second. This paper is so weird. It's like curving in every direction. Did you guys watch it do that? Let's see what we have in here. I feel like that might work. Let's just do it. Let's not think about it too much and just go for it. Which is very unlike me. I think you guys know that already. Okay, let's go with that. So I'm thinking I'll put this kind of like right there. Well, the thing is, I don't want this to be near the center because it's kind of fragile. So I'm thinking of moving that up there, and maybe this can go like that. Or maybe I want to tear it. I think I'm going to tear it like that. And then put this kind of, because I do want it to have its own white space, or else you can't really see it. So let me go ahead and glue these pieces down. Let's start with this one, and I think I want to ink it with cream. With this one. I hope you guys are crafting along with me. Let me know what you're working on if you are. All right. So let's go ahead and glue this down. My glue is kind of stuck. I'm trying to get that solid piece out. Okay. There we go. It's always tricky with this clip right here. All right, I am going to make sure it's on the very edge. Some of the pages are kind of glued together. So let me put this piece of plastic underneath. Go into the corner here. Okay, so let me clip this back. And let's work on this corner. And let's get this down. And then let's see what, I think this can go here. I'm going to make sure it's the correct side. But I think I want a little white doily in this corner right here. Even though it is a little bit sheer, because I don't want this sharp edge. So let me just cut this in half. I should have cut it in half after putting it down. But it's sheer, so I don't think I want to do that. Maybe I can collage some stickers there. I feel like it's turning out to be a little bit vintage, which I was trying not to do that. Oh, but these are kind of sheer too. All right, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to put this piece down like right there. Maybe right there. So I am going to use double-sided tape for this part, just because it's vellum. And hopefully it's very sheer. I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This tape is very clear. Alright, I think that's gonna hold it down. I don't need to make it too secure because there's no function. And it's not a junk journal, it's just a little collage situation, collage book. So let's go ahead and just stick it down right there. I like that. Now we're gonna try to go more retro. So let's see what we have here. It is going towards the baking theme. So it's like a fun desserty bakery theme. It says June, a month of fun days. I love these like really pink cakes. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, let me see in this book really quick what's happening in here. This is kind of a mix of vintage and vintage retro and even some 80s, which is cool. That Robitussin one is very 80s. I don't want anything too glamorous. I think we'll find something better in here. So let's try to go for kind of a desserty, like a frivolous desserty type of feel. That's a cute, colorful one. Marilyn Monroe. This one might be fun. I don't like bride, something about a wedding. I want the vibe of going out for like dessert or something, like a group of friends maybe, or like a fun little fancy dinner with all these desserts. Which, see, now I want to gravitate back towards those lady stickers, the fashion from the 50s type of ladies that I love. Okay, I'm going to save this. I do like it. So the idea of hoarding it does sound nice. I don't know how structured I want it to be or overlapping, but I do want those ladies again. I'm thinking blue because she's in blue right there. And let's see what feels like it'll fit into. Kind of like that, but I do want not just her by herself. Or maybe this. This is a little too glamorous. I think they'll work, and they need these stickers are sheer, so they need to have like a completely white background. Maybe this can go there, and maybe I want to do flowers around the area. These blue flowers that I actually really love. So maybe this would make sense to put one of these stickers like that or something, because it's very desserty. I think one of these papers might work. Like this one. I think this is a fun one that kind of fits the vibe. Yeah. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I need to leave enough white space for them. But maybe this can go somehow. I really want them to have their own spot. I don't want that overpowering anything. So if I do this, then I'm thinking something like that. And then I could collage flowers. Let me see if these are clear. No, they're not. So I could maybe collage around there. Or maybe I want to go with more flowers. I feel like this piece is a little bit too big. Yeah. Maybe I can just use a corner of it. Kind of like the idea of this coming onto this side, kind of overlapping her a little bit. What does this say? Avalanche? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, if I have that there, and these ladies right here, and then maybe I need to revisit I think this is where the hard part of collaging comes in. Okay, I do like these flowers on this side and these ladies over here. So let's go with that first. I don't want to keep the writing in here, or this little, I hope it's not going to be too obvious that I've cut these out. But this wax seal image. So I'm going to take this part out. I want to put it in this direction. So let me move that over a little bit. And we're going to stick this down. These can be a little tricky to peel apart, but they're really not too bad once you get the hang of it, which does not look like I have the hang of it right now. Okay. Alright, so I am just going to lay it down here and make it a line. I hope that's good. All right. Now these ladies are going to go here. I do want to do some more layering because this side feels plain. So I'm going to try to put some of these stickers down. I hope it's not going to be too... We'll experiment. Let's see. I think that looks good. Oh my gosh, have I been out of frame this whole time? I'm so sorry. All right, let's move this clip a little bit. And put this one down. This just reminds me, all of this, of a simpler time. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so I wasn't there, but I've definitely grown up watching shows from the 60s that I used to love, and it seemed like a fun time. When I was growing up, I thought the 50s was so long ago. Like when I was growing up in the 80s, thinking about the 50s seemed very far away. Like, did it really happen? So that's 80s, so 50, 60, so like 60, 70, 80. What, 20, 30 years? But I think about the kids today who are growing up in the 2020s. Here, let's see, 50, 60, 70, 80. So the ones who are growing up in the 2000s, let's say 80, 90, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Like when they think back to the 80s, it's even further than when I was thinking of the 50s when I was growing up. I don't know if that just made sense, but the 80s is far further to the kids nowadays than the 50s was for me in the 80s. That seems crazy to me. All right, now I want to put some flowers down just to blend things in a little bit. And yeah, maybe this color was not the best choice because this cake is so pink, but I'm just gonna go with it. And hope that I can blend it together somehow. Let's put this right there. And then maybe put this right here. And then add some blue on this side to kind of pull it together. I like this bunch right here. Okay, so there's some small pieces left. So let me see where I want where I want to put them. And we'll put this one right there. I'm going to cut this piece off. And maybe add it down here just to fill in a little bit more space. I like that. I mean, it's not too matchy-matchy. It's a little bit veering off course because this is so pink. But I think this is a little too pink. But I like these flowers. So I kind of want to take this off. Are you allowed to do that? And I can use this somewhere else because I do really like it. Let me slowly peel it off. Yes, that's the good thing about paper crafting. There are really no mistakes. Because if this was carpentry or something, yeah, there's no, wood is not flexible like paper. All right, I'm going to save this. I think I'm just going to put it onto one of these pieces of plastic and maybe cut it out and put it back into the envelope. But now that I kind of understand the direction of this more, and I think that's the hard part about collaging, right? Like, it's kind of like the spread or the picture or whatever is kind of developing as you're doing it. So you're kind of going into the unknown a little bit. And it's, I mean, it can be a little bit intimidating. But now I have more clarity on what this page is about. I don't know if I'll have anything to fit in here though. Does that kind of fit? So desserty, fun, or flowers. I could go the flower route. Just add more flowers. And I loved these blue flowers so much. I think they're so pretty. These girls could kind of work, but it's talking about health. So it's kind of like contradictory because these are all desserts right here. But they fit really well, I think. How about this? Because there are desserts at weddings. These could be the guests, and this is about love. Is that stretching it? Yeah, I think that's stretching it a bit. Maybe this, because there's a box of chocolates right there. This is a beer ad. Loretta Young, Ovaltine. I think I like that. Like in terms of color and theme too. I do wish that I had some more stickers, like flowers, I mean. Some more flowers to kind of add to it. These stickers are really good quality. It's very thick and very sticky. So let me put this down. Like that. I like that. Now, I wonder if I could add some more flowers in there somewhere. Or greenery. Would that fit? No. It'll make it too fresh looking. All these flowers, all these blue ones are butterflies, which I don't want. I think I'm just gonna add like a little bit of this in here. And I think we'll be good. To be honest, like this is kind of fun. It seems kind of pointless, but it is kind of fun for some reason. Let me trim this a little closer. So I'm gonna add this along the edge right there. And I think I like that. What do you guys think? So let's flip through. I like flipping through. See, these are my experimental ones. I didn't make videos of these first ones because I just did not know if I could do this. These are more of a vintage theme, which I don't know if that vintage is my cup of tea. I think I want to add this lady in here. Yeah. There needs to be more of a focal point, I think. Gonna add her right there. Make sure she's in there good. I think that I like that. I mean, I think even more would work. And she's like the perfect color for this. And then there's this page. I really like this page. And there was this one that I did last. I like this one too. Yeah, I'm really feeling the more retro style of collaging. I feel like it's more my wheelhouse. Let me just stick that in there for now. And then this blue page. It's not strictly blue, there's some yellows in there. But this was kind of fun. I think I'm liking it. I'm becoming more comfortable with collaging. But I think I'm going to end the video here. And I am going to be back with another one because I'm really enjoying this, which is weird. Like just being free with this creative collaging and not thinking too much about it. And that's really hard for me to do. But I enjoyed it. But thank you so much for watching today. Let me know what you think about just collaging. Like, do you guys enjoy these videos? But I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.